Hi everyone, the Home Service Pro here. Today I'm going to show you how to change out a Moen cartridge and a Moen shower valve. It's a 1225B. Let's get after it. All right, so this is the shower valve we're working on. The shower valve, when it's fully pressurized, it won't quit dripping onto the bottom of the tub spout here. However, I already have the water shut down to the house, so it's completely empty. Might get a little bit of water when I turn this on, just might trickle out of here a little bit. But make sure you shut the water off to the house, because if you pull this cartridge without shutting the water off to the house, you're going to get wet in a hurry. So make sure you have that water completely shut off. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this handle. And if you can see here, there's a little hole right here. It's got a set screw down inside there, and it's a Allen wrench. So I have my screwdriver set up with the right size. I'm going to go ahead and remove this screw. Once I get this screw removed, our handle should pop right off in there for us. You got to pull the screw completely out. This is what the screw looks like. Little Allen head there. Once you get that removed, set it aside. Don't lose it. You'll need to put the handle back on. Now the handle should just pull straight off to you. The next step is that we got to remove the handle adapter. There's a Phillips screw right here on the end of it that you have to loosen up and remove. You got to hold this or else it'll spin on you when you're first breaking that loose. Go ahead and loosen this screw up. Once that's loose, this handle adapter will come right off. As you can see, there was one Phillips screw there holding that on the end. Again, set that aside. You'll need it to put it back together. This white insert right here, this will just slide right out of there. That's just to help adjust temperature. And then this trim here on the outside will just slide right off. Once we're to this point, back in here, there is a little clip that holds this cartridge in. You're going to want to get yourself a small pair of channel locks, needle nose, something like that, that you can get in here and grab hold of that clip, and it just lifts up out of there just like that. That's our clip that we just removed. Again, make sure you don't lose that. You're going to need it to reinstall the new cartridge. This is a Moen cartridge pulling tool. You can pick these up at Home Depot. They're like 20 bucks. You definitely want to get one of these, because doing it without one of these is extremely hard. You adjust this screw out a little ways. This little notch right here that you see in that tool is going to go over top of the cartridge, and that's going to give you power to twist this back and forth to get that cartridge to come out to us. So you get that set on there all the way, and go ahead and tighten the screw in. The screw is tightening in where that Phillips screw was for the handle. That's tightening it right into the cartridge to make it sure that we have a hold of that cartridge good and tight for removing it. We're going to go ahead and tighten that in all the way. Once we get that tightened in all the way, now this collar here, as you tighten this collar down, it's going to push against that valve body and pull our cartridge straight out to us. Again, you may need to get your channel locks and get on that nut, and just to help turn that nut to help pull it out. Once you can see you start getting some separation on that cartridge right here, and it feels like it's getting easier, you may be able to just kind of wiggle this back and forth and pull on it and get it to come right out without having to do anything more than that. But this one's going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to go ahead and just keep cranking on this. And it's kind of stuck right there, so I'm going to go ahead and get a little rougher with this, see if I can get this to come out. Here we go. Sometimes they don't like to come out. Sometimes you got to get pretty rough with them. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this up just a little bit. Better luck with it tightened down there. It gives me a little bit more solid spot to pull on. It is coming my way here. There we go. That's the old cartridge. We're going to go ahead and make sure that the inside of the valve is clear of anything. You just stick your finger in there, kind of feel, make sure that there's nothing built up on the inside. Now that we have the old one out, this is the new one. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. Get the new cartridge out. So the new cartridge does come with a little packet of oil. That's to oil up all these rubbers to make this thing slide in easier. So we're going to go ahead and get this opened up. And then we're just going to put just a little bit of oil on all the rubbers, this rubber O-ring as well. And just kind of rub that in with your finger just to make sure it's spread around there good. So if you notice on the end here, you got a hole on the one side and you spin it over, you have H and C. The H and C stands for hot and cold. You want the hot and cold label to be facing up when you put that in, so your hot and cold are on the right spot, or on the right side. So as we put this back in, we're going to go ahead and just gently push it in, and it should bury all the way down. Once it gets to this point, you may have to take your thumbs on the top and bottom just to give it that last little push to get it to seat all the way in. Now we're going to go ahead and put the clip back in that we pulled out before. There we go, the clip is in. Then we're going to put our trim cover back on. Again, you got this notch in the top, and you have that clip that we just put in, and then you'll see that that will slide right over top of that clip and right back into the valve trim, just like that. You can see that this has that same shape. This goes right back into there, just like that. And then we have our handle adapter. You can see that that has a flat side on it. The shaft in there also has a flat side. So all you got to do is line that flat side up and it'll slide right in. We put our fill-up screw back into the end of the handle adapter. Tighten that guy right back down. We're going to go ahead and turn that up to where this adapter for that set screw for the handle is facing up. You can see where the set screw goes. You line that up with this hole here, facing straight up. Slides right on there. We go ahead and take our set screw, put it back in the handle. And then we simply tighten the handle back down on there. There we go. And then we go ahead and turn that to the off position. All right, so we got the water turned back onto the building. Let's go ahead and test the valve and see how we did. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. We'll let it run for a minute, make sure we have no air in the system. Once we get the air out, we'll go ahead and shut that off and make sure that we don't have any water dripping out of the bottom anymore. All right, so the valve is working the way that it's supposed to. Let's just make sure that we quit dripping out the bottom. Sometimes it'll take up to 35, 40 seconds for that to quit dripping because it's draining out all the pipes in between the valve and the spout. But it looks like we're done dripping right there. So it looks like everything's working the way that it's supposed to at this time. Well, there you go, guys. We got the cartridge changed out. It's no longer dripping when the faucet is in the off position. So it's working the way that it's supposed to at this point. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow. Have a great day. And remember, you got this. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.